There are moments in life when silence hits harder than any shout, and the silence I walked into that morning felt wrong the second I stepped onto the porch. My cabin, my protected, restricted, tightly monitored cabin, looked lived in. New curtains in the window, fresh footprints on the steps, and a lock that suddenly refused to recognize my key. That was the first sign. The second sign came when the door opened from the inside. A stranger, standing in a house he had no right to enter, looking at me like I was the intruder. He casually said the cabin was his now, that his mother from the community board had gifted it to him as a reward. A reward? She gifted something she didn't own, something she wasn't even allowed to touch, something secured for federal operations. I didn't even have time to respond before she appeared behind him, marching up the path like she ran the entire mountain. Clipboard in hand, sunglasses hiding the arrogance. She didn't greet me, didn't ask questions, didn't even pretend to be polite. She simply announced she had reassigned the abandoned property to her son. Every word coming out of her mouth just confirmed what I already knew. She had absolutely no idea where she was standing, no idea what she had interfered with, no idea what kind of line she had just crossed. And that's when the sound hit. Engines, 3 unmarked SUV rolling up the trail in perfect formation, silent, controlled, nothing like the community patrol she was used to bossing around. Her confidence cracked. Her voice died mid-sentence. Her world stopped. She watched agents step out, calm, precise, purposeful. She watched them approach with the type of authority she could never fake, and then she watched the badge around my neck drop into full view. The one that explained everything she didn't understand. Her son froze. She stepped back. The mountain suddenly felt too small for her ego. She tried to talk her way out, calling it a misunderstanding, blaming paperwork, claiming she thought the cabin was forgotten. But the cameras hidden in the trees didn't forget. The sensors inside the cabin didn't forget. The system monitoring the property didn't forget. She had illegally taken possession of a federal site. She had placed an unauthorized civilian inside a restricted facility. She had crossed a boundary she never even knew existed. When the lead agent told her the truth, her entire expression collapsed. This cabin isn't community property. This land isn't under your control. This is federal territory. And just like that, the world she thought she ruled shattered. Her power vanished. Her authority evaporated, and the cabin she tried to steal was locked down behind layers of security she never knew existed. All she could do was stand there, speechless, as the place she gifted was reclaimed by the people who actually owned it.